changing the way that the SB14, 13, 12, 11, the SB series is run. We know that the GBC España are the conference organisers. I'm sure many of you have had contact with them already, but I'm just going to speak about it from a WorldGBC perspective and really what we would like to achieve in this partnership. The primary focus of this, or challenge of the SB14 Conference series, is to look at how we take the challenge of climate change and all of the kind of co-benefits that we have associated with solving the climate change challenge, to move from a future that doesn't look so great on that front to learning the lessons from the countries that have got trajectories that are going up and not in the direction that we want, to making sure that the developing nations don't necessarily repeat our failures, to making sure that we are all moving towards a low-carbon economy. So how we get there is the kind of primary question for the SB14 series. And the question is, are we moving fast enough to solve that challenge? The way that the series is going to be set up is, and the part that is of most interest to us, is this part around this global vision. It's quite connected to the work we talked about before, but this is very much on a focus of how do we solve this challenge? How do we get those curves actually starting to head down? There are other aspects to the conference as well. You see here creating new resources and transforming reality. So there's the vision, how do we get there, and then the reality aspect of it. One of the ways that we want to participate in the SB14 series is to contribute to this global vision by helping you guys work with the institutions in your countries, which are often universities who run and host the SB series, and make sure that we have the data and information available from your country that can feed into this roadmap of what does the future look like. So data like, what is the current energy use of your built environment? What are the policies that are used in your country to deal with these issues? And to capture some snapshots of what's going on in your country on this particular global challenge, and feed it up to the SB14 event, which takes place in, we've got the date there again, the 28th of October next year. So it's after Congress. It's going to go back a bit, sorry, the series of these. So all of these events that have happened around the world each year, which quite a few of you have been involved with and partnered with and hosted. There's actually one in South Africa today. Often quite close to, Emilio's back, great. A lot of these events are also contributing to this. So a lot of the information and conversations that have happened in these countries around the world this year, they're trying to tease out this information as well. What is going on in these different countries, and how collectively do we start getting the carbon emission curves to be starting to track down? What is the role of the built environment? What is the research going on in academia? And what is the implementation and the decision making that happens at the business level? So it's really trying to join up the thinking at the kind of research level and the action that happens. So we've got a bit more joined up thinking on these strategies, because I don't know if that's been your experience, but a lot of the GBCs are a little bit separated from academia. So with the GBC España spearheading this, bringing together and partnership of these different kind of movements in themselves, we really look forward to seeing how collectively the joining of the minds can help solve this problem. It will be in Barcelona, if you haven't been to Barcelona before, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. It will be, I think, a week after Greenbuild, so I know some of you will struggle with that challenge, but we would like to have at least some regional representation presenting back what as a snapshot we have as an industry group to contribute to this conversation. Exactly how we do that, we're not quite sure. We will be asking you and providing you with specific questions and templates to feed in this information over the next, we've got between now and when we meet in Brazil next, to make sure that we've got a good framework to capture some of this information. It's very much a work in progress because the SB series are just coming to an end now, so we need to see what we've got out of that, what we need to paint the picture, and then when we get to Brazil for our conference, we'll sort of bring together some of that, and then we'll take it to SB14 in October later that year. So it'll be a kind of stepped process. James, who's not here from our team, is spearheading the work on behalf of the WorldGBC, so he will be contacting you and providing you with sort of the next steps on how we feed into this SB14 process. So I know the invite from Emilio and Lewis is that you all are welcome to SB14 in Barcelona next year, and we will certainly be communicating more about this between now and our Congress and now in this event.